It's 2025, so what's the Motorola Razr Plus from 2023 like? Now, let's find out. Straight ahead. Hey guys, it's Alex from TECHAERIS, and I am here with the Motorola Razr Plus from 2023. And I pulled this guy out today and thought to myself, wow, what's it like to use this in 2023? And I found them online still selling for full price on Amazon and other retailers for $9.99. Could not believe my eyes. A 2023 smartphone still selling. I mean, they're brand new, but still at $9.99. That's insane. I did find them on Swappa. You can find them all day and night on Swappa for, sub to $300. So you can find them for, $268, $250, $300. Some of them are a little more expensive than that. You're looking in the $500 range. Some people want for them, but at $9.99, definitely not worth it. I would just go with a newer Motorola Flip Razr or a newer Z Flip 6 or something like that. So anyway, but for those of you who are looking at possibly getting a foldable in 2025 and don't want to pay full price, you don't want to pay $900, $1,000, or $1,200 for one, I think the Motorola Razr Plus 2023 is actually a pretty good choice. Still a very nice device, and I will have B-roll in here, of course, for you guys to look at as I talk. And you will be able to have a look for yourself at what this device looks like now. And then at the end here, I will tell you whether or not I think it's worth it. I mean, I already told you, I think that at the prices you can find them on Swappa, I think it's worth it. It's a very nice phone. So let's get into the specs. Let me look here. I'm going back to my review that I did back in 23. Let's see, I did this in July of 23, and the specs on this is okay. So it's running Android 13. It says it's upgradable to Android 14, but I've run the updates on this particular model, and it is not going up to Android 14. I'm sure that it'll eventually roll out, but right now this is still running Android 13. Processor is a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. Internal storage on this guy is at 256. RAM is 8 gigs of RAM, and the battery capacity is 3,800 milliamp hours with a 30-watt turbo power charging support. The display is a 6.9 Full HD Plus OLED display, and the external is also a OLED display, but it's 3.6 inches. Now, I remember when this came out, this is the phone that kind of pushed Samsung to pull its outer display larger, because when the Z Flips first came out, the outer displays were really small, and Motorola really pushed Samsung to bring that display up bigger. And when the Flip 5, I think, came out, they had a bigger display. The original Flips, they all came with these little small displays. The main display is a 22:9 aspect ratio. It's very tall. The external display is 1:1 aspect ratio. And it supports HDR10 plus, 10-bit, blah, blah, blah. I will link to the review down below so you can read all of the dimensions. All of the specifications. It weighs 188.5 grams. It's a very light phone. The body is made of Corning Gorilla Glass Victus on both the front and rear. And then they have another version with vegan leather, which is a different version I don't have. I have the Infinite Black here. Let's see. They have 3 different colors: Infinite Black, Glacier Blue, and Viva Magenta. Rear cameras, 12 megapixels, 13 megapixel, and ultra wide and macro. Single LED front cameras, 32 megapixel. Cameras are fine. They're not the greatest thing in the world. But I think the main deal here is this having a foldable, and if you've always wanted a foldable, I think that this guy is definitely a one that you should look at in 2025. That is assuming that we're going to get Android 14 on it. Motorola has said that Android 14 is going to be available for this device. So, but I can't verify that's for sure, because it has not come to this device yet for me to download. So, anyway, yeah, this thing is really nice. It's very tall, like I said. I don't know that we have to get used to the tallness of this display, but it is a very tall phone compared to some of the other phones out there. Even the Z Flip 6 is slightly shorter than the Motorola, and if you compare it to something like the X200, it's also taller than that. It's a very interesting aspect ratio, and it's one of the bigger flip phone displays that is this large. But there's plenty of space on this display. It still runs nice and smooth. Everything runs great on this thing. And for the price, I'm telling you, if you can find this on SwapUp for $250, $300, even $350, I think it's a great deal. I don't think you're going to get Android 15, so if that's a concern to you, then I would recommend not getting this particular phone. But you can find probably the Z Flip 5 for a decent price as well, which should have Android 15 coming. But yeah, that's it. The Motorola razr 2023, razr Plus, 2023 version, if that is something that you are looking at in 2025, I have no problem saying, hey, that's a thumbs up. Get it. I think it's a great little device for the price. If you can find it for, I'd say under $350. If you can find one for under $350 and you're curious about foldable phones because you have not purchased one because you don't want to spend the money on one at the time, then I totally recommend this device. It's really a great little device. It's fun to use, and it's unique. Definitely the outer display is large enough. You can do small things on there. Not every app is supported on the outer display, but and then it'll warn you if you open an app. It'll say this is not optimized for the outer display. Are you sure you want to open it? And you can do that. But otherwise, it's a great little phone. Cameras, like I said earlier, they're decent. They're not great. So if camera quality is an issue to you, then you might want to look elsewhere. But I really think for those of you that are looking for a foldable phone in 2025 and don't want to spend that money, the Motorola razr Plus 2023 is a very nice little play toy for you. I think it'll be nice to for those of you that want to kind of play with a foldable for the first time. All right, that is it, guys. That is the end of this video, and I just wanted to thank everyone that has subscribed recently, and all of my older subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you guys 100%. Please hit the like, share, and notification bell. Make sure you share with your friends. Please help us get to 2,500 subs. We are inching our way there. I don't think we're going to make it by the end of January, but hey, we are still inching forward, and I appreciate that. So in the meantime, please take care of yourselves and each other, and we will talk to you on the other side.